Why are you here?
Well, I thought... I was just gonna, I thought I left something here, but I was wrong.
No, wait a second. Wait. I'm sorry.
If you don't need to say that just because...
No, I mean... I'm really sorry.
I thought you were going to wait for Meyson outside the convent.
Well, I am, but I just needed a few moments to myself first. Mother Isabel, thank you so much for all your help.
Have I helped? Do you really feel better now, do you think?
Yes. Although I've made such a mess of my life, it's going to take more than a few days of contemplation to put everything right again. I was naive to think otherwise.
Do you think you've made a start?
I thought so.
Victoria, you're not sick again, are you?
No, I'm all right now. But I have the feeling I'm going to be sick for quite a few mornings from now on. Mother, I think I'm pregnant.
Good morning.
Well, good morning.
Guess what?
You decided to name the baby Snow White Wainwright.
No. I'm taking the plunge. I can't stand it anymore. I made an appointment to have a pregnancy test.
You can't stand what?
The suspense.
Oh, I thought you meant trafficking with me. Well, I'll keep my fingers crossed. How soon will you know?
I probably won't know till later this afternoon, but will you be around in case we have something to celebrate?
I always try to be around when there's something to celebrate. But you'll let me know as soon as you have some news, right?
Of course I will. But I have a sixth sense about it today. I woke up and I felt very lucky and excited. Am I keeping you from something? Do you have somewhere to go?
No. Well, why do you ask?
I just thought you'd be a little more excited about it.
I didn't know that was part of the deal.
Well, we didn't make it very specific. I just thought, I don't know, that you might be.
Actually, I came to tell you who sent the flowers that we got.
Well, you found out where they came from?
Kelly sent them. She wrote me a letter to tell me.
How did Kelly know about coxcombs?
Because I told her about that time on the Orient Express once. She knew we'd broken up, and she sent the flowers because she thought that would get us back together.
Oh. How is she?
She's all right. Look, I know that you're probably angry at me for discussing her with you, and I probably shouldn't have, but
I'm on leave from the force right now. Besides, I've known all along that your dad was hiding her. If I was going to do something about it, I would have done it by now. Just because things have changed between us, Eden, doesn't mean that you or your family has to be afraid of me.
Yeah, well, I get afraid of you sometimes, just your anger. But I know it's only temporary, like all feelings are.
And you were hoping it would work. The flowers.
Yes, I was.
And if I thought about how our relationship began, I'd forget about the way it ended.
Something like that?
Wishful thinking can break your heart.
Where's Alice?
Upstairs, I think.
What's all the finery for?
I'm going out. What do you think of my outfit?
I think you can guess what I think.
No, I can't read your mind.
I think you look like someone who's asking for trouble.
I wonder how that can be. I'm just trying to take all of my
Mother's good advice, not to mention her good example on how a woman should dress and act for a man.
Maybe you missed something.
Or maybe you see something that isn't there.
Oh, Alice. Alice, a modeling agency called, and they said that you have a job. The phone number's right here, okay? Are you going to call?
I'm not doing that anymore, no.
What?
Well, I don't understand. I mean, you've put so much time and effort into your modeling career.
Well, it wasn't my idea anyway, was it? I know Nick is very nice, but he doesn't know me. Brian knows me, and obviously he does not like how I've changed.
What gives you that idea? I mean, he was just here. You were talking to him yesterday.
Yes, but he's not staying. He's leaving town. And I don't want to do anything that he doesn't like or that makes him think I've changed.
Alice, listen to me. I hope, too. We all hope that he's going to stay as long as you like. But you shouldn't change all your plans for him.
They weren't my plans anyway. I just let everybody make them for me. That is going to be the modeling agency. And I'm not going to talk to them.
Hello.
Hello, anybody there?
I'm sorry, I must have the wrong number.
What is wrong with Alice?
Obviously, she's made up her own mind.
Jane, what kind of hold could this Brian have on her that she would change her whole life just to spend one extra day with him?
She used to be in love with him, you know. Obviously, she still is. You want me to talk to her?
Maybe I'd better talk to your mother first. Oh, Al, look, I know that you're her best friend, but maybe, I don't know, she looks up to your mother. Doesn't seem to be an answer.
I'm not surprised. She's probably on one of her mysterious errands she's always running lately. Could be hours before she turns.
That's right. It's 11.
What's going on 11?
She said something about having an appointment.
How come you're back so soon? Something wrong with Alice?
No, nothing's wrong, but I did come about Alice. I was up all night last night worrying and thinking, and I've come to a very painful decision. Alice must never know that I'm her mother.
Never, but you said that...
It's not what I want. It's going to be very hard for me to give up the hope of ever being reunited with her, but I have to do what's best for both of my daughters. And I've always told both Jane and Alice that Ollie, my maid, was Alice's mother, and I want to leave it that way. If things go well, you may get your parole before too long, and then Alice will have you. You never told her about me either, so we both lied.
I thought we'd both learned...
Alice believes Ollie is her mother. I've given her photographs, details. She'd hate me if she knew I fabricated all the things that have become so important in her life. And besides, it's going to be hard enough for her when you suddenly show up without having to deal with the truth about us.
You know, I can't help but wondering who it is you're protecting. Is it Alice, or is it someone else? A man, maybe?
No, there's no man. It's true, I'm trying to consider Jane Louise's feelings.
No man? There's always been a man, Caroline. Sometimes more than one.
And you know very well, you ought to know, that when we were together, there was only one man in my life. I didn't need anyone else then.
Sorry, Gus, time's up.
Gus, I'm going to do everything I can to get you out of here.
Well, it's going to take a good lawyer to pull it off. The one I got now is next to useless.
I'll find someone good. That's a promise.
All right. You get me out of here, and I'll be a father to Alice, and I'll back up your life for you.
Can I count on that?
As much as I can count on you.
The first thing you have to do, Victoria, is stay calm. For one thing, you're not even sure yet that you are pregnant.
And secondly, you mustn't face this alone. The baby's father, but he's involved in this too.
No, I was very much in love with him once, but he's completely out of my life now.
Well, surely you're going to tell him.
No, that would be the worst thing in the world that I could possibly do. That's my problem. I guess it's my punishment, too.
Well, don't let it be. You have to have someone to lean on. For moral support, if nothing else.
Certainly not going to be the father.
Victoria, just a word of caution. Don't rely too much on Meyson.
Why would I? He's been very kind to me, but he's just a casual friend.
I have a feeling that his interest in you is more than casual. I think he sees something of Mary in you, and I think this could lead to serious trouble.
Oh, I don't want to cause trouble for anybody else anymore. Oh, Mother, I didn't want to be pregnant. And if I am, I'm going to have to try to figure out what to do.
I think you know what to do, but I do believe that you should tell the father. You owe it to him in consideration of the love that you once shared.
Tory, what's wrong?
Nothing, just a little sentimental farewell. I'm all set to go. Thanks over there.
Drive carefully, Meyson.
I will, Mother Isabel.
Remember what I said, dear. All of it.
I think he probably broke something.
No, it's probably something melting, that's all. Just hang on a second. Eden, are you all right?
No. You know, I always thought that we would last forever. We'd always be together. I guess I was wrong. I've been carrying this around with me for a while, and I want you to have it back. Now it's ended officially, isn't it?
Wait a minute, I didn't order this.
I was told to say it's from an admirer.
What? Who?
You realize you've only said 3 words the entire trip back? Something must be wrong.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize I've been so quiet.
Is there anything I can do to help?
No, afraid not.
I'm a world-class problem solver. Maybe problem creator. I forget which.
I'll let you know when I can use your service.
Well, they're certainly cheap and at your service anytime you need them.
Thank you. Would you excuse me? I need to make a phone call.
Temporarily.
I'll be back in a minute, okay?
Hi there. Any news yet?
Relax. My appointment's not even for an hour yet.
Well, I guess I lost track of time. Maybe I'm more excited about this than I realized. The suspense must be killing you.
I feel like a 5-year-old the night before Christmas.
Yes, I realize that, but this is sort of an emergency. Is there any chance the doctor could see me sometime later on this afternoon, maybe? Oh, yes, thank you. That's not too late. Yes, I'll be there. Thank you.
Look, I think that I can save you the trouble of asking a whole lot of personal questions. No, I don't come here often. Yes, I am new in town, and I'm going to be leaving town very, very soon.
Well, in that case, I think that we shouldn't waste any time. I want to make sure your impressions of Santa Barbara are vivid and long-lasting.
What are you? Are you the official welcoming committee?
No, I'm strictly a volunteer worker.
Well, my impressions of Santa Barbara have been vivid already, and I think they're going to last for a long time.
Am I being rejected?
No. Far from it. You're being thanked for the drink and appreciated for your effort to be friendly. Cheers.
Excuse me.
Cruz, come on, please, wait.
What is it, Tori? I don't have much time.
This won't take long. I've got something to tell you.
You know, you always have something to tell me, and we both generally wish you hadn't.
This is very important.
That's usually when we regret it the most.
No, I don't intend to give up my law practice. I mean, when the baby's old enough, I can get someone to take care of him or her, and I can go back to work. I can do both.
I'd still like to have you in the DA's office. I think you'd find it challenging now.
There's only room for one person in the DA's office, and you're it.
There's nothing wrong with being assistant. It wasn't too humble for yours truly. Who knows what may arise at the next election?
You know, if you run for office, I think you're sure to get it. I mean, no one is better qualified or shrewder than you are. I mean, even if you had a less... Never mind. I seem to be wasting my compliments.
No, I just have something I have to take care of. Would you excuse me, Julia?
Sure.
Are you, all right?
No, nothing's quite right at the moment.
That was my impression. Looks like you're trying to deal with the same old problem.
I don't know what you mean.
How to get Cruz Castillo back in your life?
Wait a minute. What are you talking about? You don't know me. I just remind you of somebody else, and we both know who that is. Well, if that is the basis of this sudden friendship, I don't want it.
So, you finally arrived, have you?
Yes, dear, we did.
I didn't expect you back so soon.
It's been a slow morning. Are you both leaving now?
Jane, at the moment, we are very preoccupied with Alice. We're looking for this friend of hers, Brian. That's why I'm here.
Never mind. You don't have to keep making excuses for your visit.
Jane, let's not start on that now, okay? Anyway, it's not your concern anymore.
Only in that I told you that Lionel and I have cool things, and I also told you why.
Well, even if you two can stand the sacrifice, I don't think I can. I've been thinking about it a lot, and I realize I've been asking the impossible of you. Not expecting it, but certainly asking it. Anyhow, I've been thinking about it a lot, and I decided not to stand in your way anymore. As you keep reminding me, it's your life, and I should just stay out of it. So I will, as long as you stay out of mine. How are you doing?
Me? I'm okay. I wish everybody would stop worrying about me so much.
Alice, believe it or not, I know what it's like to care for a man. Know that you'd be perfect for him, just what he needs, while he goes on his merry own way.
I can't stop thinking about him, Jane. When we were in the hospital, he used to write me poems. All those years, he was the one person who took notice of me, who thought I was worth his trouble. He's the one who made me feel better, not the doctors. Brian.
He must be a very special person.
He is. And after seeing him again, I was aware of so many feelings that I never knew I'd felt. And now I look back and I see it was those feelings that kept me alive through all those times. Would you like to see a picture of him?
Brian, yes, very much.
I always keep it with me. It's the one thing I never let Dr. Rawlings or anyone else take away from me.
This is Brian.
Handsome, isn't he?
Yes. Very.
Listen, Jane. If the phone rings, would you please call me? I just know he's gonna call.
Lionel, it's Jane. Look, I've been thinking a lot about where Brian might be, and since you're in your car, I thought you might want to go over and see if he's there.
Hello? Hi, Kelly. Oh, everything's fine. Oh, yeah, except we miss you. Oh, yes, the flowers were wonderful. It was really sweet of you. Yeah, I know. Look, I know it seems like it should have worked, but it didn't. Oh, no, that's okay. You know, actually, I got an idea. I thought maybe I'd come over to Europe and I'd visit you. We'd take a trip on the Orient Express and we'd go down to Venice and... Oh, no, don't feel that way. Actually, it would do me a world of good. It would do you some good, too. Oh, look, Kelly, somebody's at the door. I've got to go. Look, let me work out the details and I'll call you back, all right? Okay, absolutely, on the dot. Okay, we miss you. Bye-bye.
I can't stay.
Okay.
I came about the ring. Now, the thing is, Eden, it was supposed to be forever no matter what happened, and I don't want it back.
You made promises that were supposed to last forever with that ring, and you took them back.
All but one.
Which one?
Look, just take it, please.
Cruz, are you letting me know in some way not to give up hope?
Look, I'm just telling you that that ring belongs to you, and I want you to keep it.
Mr. Bradford.
Oh, hello again. Hello.
Mr. Bradford, I saw you only briefly yesterday, and I didn't get a chance to introduce myself. I'm Caroline Wilson, Lionel Lockridge.
I'm pleased to meet you. Listen, I'm afraid that I've got to rush out. I've got a bus I'm catching at 5 o'clock.
No, I'm sorry, but this is very important. We've come to talk to you about Alice Jackson. And her life is a lot more important than your bus schedule, so I'm sure you won't mind changing your plans.
I think there's a good chance that we can prove negligence, Mr. Dunn. However, I'd like to sound them out a bit before I take action. Why don't I give you a call tomorrow, and I'll let you know what look I've had, okay?
Thank you, Miss Wainwright.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
I'll be waiting to hear from you.
Terrific.
Orient Express? No, I'm sorry he hasn't been in today. You're very welcome.
I guess you were waiting for a phone call, too. Yeah. Well, listen, why don't you join me? I'm waiting for one. We can wait together.
Thanks. That was good.
It's really nice weather, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been a mild December.
Very mild, yes.
Brian, she needs you. Won't you at least consider seeing her and talking to her before you go?
Well, I care a lot about Alice, but
Look, Brian. I understand that you've had problems with your brother, and that's probably the reason you're anxious to leave town. But I'm asking you whether you can walk out on a friend that meant something to you, and especially since it happened with you.
Look, not that it's any of your business, but no, I didn't walk out on Alice that first time. I went back to the hospital to get her, but she was so far gone by then she didn't even recognize me. I wanted to take her out of there, You know, but in her condition...
Have you told Alice this?
Oh, we talk some. Look, it's not good to remind her about anything about that damn hospital or anything about her past. If I talk to her, that's all I'm going to be doing is reminding her. Besides, it is pointless. I am not the same man that she remembered.
I don't think that matters. You're the one she needs. Now, I'll tell you something else. If you walk out on Alice, when she needs you as much as she does, you're never going to be able to live with yourself. I know what I'm talking about. When you abandon somebody, there's no going back and making it up. There's only guilt and regret. And it doesn't get better with time, it gets worse.
Where is everybody?
Oh, I'm the only one home at the moment. Even Gina seems to be prowling around somewhere.
Are they opening a travel agency here? Alicia, Greece.
No, I'm gonna go visit Kelly.
Why? Is something wrong?
Oh, no, nothing's wrong. I mean, she called and, I don't know, I thought it would be nice to go and visit her. I mean, it is the holidays and all, and she's there all alone. I thought maybe we'd get on the Orient Express and we'd take it all the way down to Venice and then do a little branching out.
You did you? Then I take it you've completely forgotten about our wicked stepmother, huh?
Well, since when do I need to get permission from her to go someplace?
You used to be such a bright girl, Eden. Don't you realize that if you or any one of us go chasing off to Europe, that it won't take long for Gina or Keith or maybe the Santa Barbara police to figure out what we're up to? They'll track you and Kelly down wherever you're vacationing, slap her with extradition papers, and bring her back here. Then we've got a trial, and then we've probably got prison. Do I need to describe prison life to you?
Mason, I'm not a fool. I mean, I'd be careful.
Oh, yeah, dragging Kelly around Europe heavily veiled and draped in black, I suppose. Jackie Onassis, trying to avoid the press. Eden, it's out of the question.
All right. You're right. You know, I can't stand Gina holding this tape over our heads anymore like this.
That tape is the only thing that will clear Kelly of murder.
Yeah, well, we're not going to see Kelly for months and months.
5, to be exact. Dad seems to have bargained her down from the 6.
So you want to know something? It's just between you and me. I don't believe at all that Gina is going to give us this tape. At least not until, like, Kelly's dead or something like that. I mean, why would she? She'd be cutting her own throat. And we don't even have a chance. We can't even see Kelly. She's alone and lonely in Europe, probably thinking we've forgotten all... What's wrong with you?
I don't believe it.
What?
You may have just had a flash of genius.
What did I say?
When you said that Gina wouldn't give up the tape as long as she believed that Kelly is alive?
Mason, that's not genius. That's depressing.
But what if Gina actually thought that Kelly was dead? Actually believed it? What good would her tape be to her then? And what would she do if she thought her precious tape was worthless?
Hello, I'm here. I know you, don't I?
Do you?
Oh, wait a minute. Aren't you the girl who was at the Orient Express? Yeah, didn't you buy me a drink?
Yes, I am, but let's just keep that between us, all right? I'm surprised you recognize me at all.
Well, so am I. You look completely different.
Well, I don't normally dress up to stay home.
You live here? I thought that this was the Lockridge house.
Well, it is, but I live here, too.
Oh.
Did Lionel find you?
You were the one who told him about...
Don't tell Alice that either, okay? If you want to come in, I know Alice will be thrilled to see you.
Look, I know what you're thinking, but this doesn't have anything to do with us, honest.
What then?
It's about Kelly. I think Mason and I may have come up with a way to get her home.
Come in.
I'm glad you're still here. I feel I owe you an apology.
It's all right, forget it.
No, you're angry, and I don't blame you, and I'd like to try to make it up to you.
Not necessary. I accept your apology.
No, not so fast. I haven't abased myself nearly enough.
What more is there to say?
Oh, I'm just getting started. First of all, I realize that I may have been wrong when I jumped to conclusions about your conversation with Cruz, and if I did, I'm sorry.
Miss Wainwright, I think this may be the phone call you've been waiting for.
Oh, good. Thanks. Hello? Hi, Doctor. Listen, I've been waiting for the answer. What is it? Yes or no?
Alice will be right downstairs. Oh. You want to have a seat?
Oh, thanks. Did you tell her I was here?
I just said that someone was here to see her. I didn't say who. I thought that would be better.
Oh, probably. How did you know that it was me at the bar?
I didn't. I mean, not until I got home and Alice showed me a picture of you. Then I suddenly realized. And, I knew that Lionel and my mother were out looking for you, so I told them where I had seen you.
That was your mother?
Yes, and if you're going to tell me how young and pretty she is, don't bother. I already know.
Okay.
Look, I have something I want to tell you. I hope you didn't get the wrong idea before.
No, I didn't.
That wasn't the answer I wanted either. What I mean was, is that you were very nice to me before, and I know I was a little aggressive, but I didn't mean anything by it. It's just, kind of a game that I play sometimes.
Oh, I can believe that, because you're not the same person now as you were then.
Well, I don't think anybody is just one kind of person. I think we all have different sides. Don't you?
Yeah, I guess that's the truth.
Well, thank you for being so understanding and such a gentleman. Alice misses you a lot. She talks about you all the time.
Oh, does she?
So much that I feel like I know you a little. She says that you did a great deal for her when you were in the hospital together in Boston.
She did a great deal for me. I guess that we had a pretty, tight relationship, even though we were in fairly unusual circumstances. Did she tell you the details?
Oh, I don't think so. Just the general background. But Alice has always said that no one has done more for her than you did. And I can see it. Brian.
Hi.
I've been waiting so anxiously to see you, and you've come to say goodbye to me, haven't you?
You know, you were always thinking about the worst thing that's going to happen. Actually, I came here to tell you that I'm going to be hanging around for a while.
Santa Barbara, you mean? I'll be able to see you?
For a while.
Oh, Brian, that's such good news. I was afraid I was going to lose you again. Oh. I know an art class doesn't sound very exciting, but I've always loved painting and sculpture.
Oh, I can understand that. I don't have any creative gifts at all, but I've often wished I had. It must be relaxing to little cigar store Indians out of blocks of wood or put ships in bottles.
Well, it's always been so exciting to mold something with your hands that nobody else can do exactly the same way. I tried to find that kind of fulfillment in my acting, but I never quite found it. That was one of the reasons I came back here.
To be closer to your art or your inspiration?
Well, I thought I might go back into sculpting. Maybe open a gallery where my parents used to live.
Really?
Well, you think that sounds silly and practical?
No, not if it's what you want to do. I don't know how much money there is to be made in an art gallery, but I don't suppose money's the only consideration, is it?
Well, I think about it, but more importantly, I want to be happy, and I thought I might be able to find that by coming back to my roots. Oh, maybe I'm wrong, I don't know.
I don't think you're wrong at all. But I do think you should stop talking about happiness as though it were in the past tense. I'm sure there's a lot of it in store for you.
Have I been talking that way? I guess I'm going to have to watch it. Would you excuse me? I do need to make another phone call.
You are busy on the phone today.
Can't be helped.
I know you want an explanation, and you're probably entitled to one. But I'm not going to give it to you. Not yet, at least.
There are several explanations I'd like to have. And several I hope to get in time. Yeah.
Why several?
Well, the first one is about your mysterious visits to the prison. And the second is about the way you lit into Brian Bradford. When we were talking about abandoning Alice, there was such intensity to it.
Strangely enough, one explanation will cover all of that.
Really?
Is that the phone call you've been waiting for?
That was it, all right. It's not the news I hoped for.
Oh, it wasn't.
I'm not pregnant.
Well, I'm sorry. I know how disappointed you are. But if at first you don't succeed...
Yes, I'm still here. Oh, I see. There's no mistake then, huh? I am pregnant.
Look, before you start, this plan you and Meyson have cooked up, it doesn't include anything illegal, does it?
I don't know, maybe. Probably.
Well, if it does, I don't want to know about it.
Why not?
Why not?
Well, I mean, since you're on leave and everything,
That's
I thought
I'm on leave. I'm not quitting. I'm going back to work. You should know that. And you should also know that I can't go back to work if I have certain knowledge of something I have to keep hidden.
But you knew all along that we were hiding Kelly in Europe.
That's right, and I wish I hadn't known. It would have been easier.
All right, then I won't tell you.
Wait a second. You only came back over here because I gave you the ring again. I mean, that's it, isn't it?
No. One thing has nothing to do with the other.
Yeah, right. This is all my fault. I knew this would start all over again. I don't know what...
All right. All right, yes. Fine. You know, you don't want to admit that you're not through with us. I mean, you didn't have to bring me back that ring. You didn't have to do that.
I told you why I did that.
Come on, Cruz. If you would have given me the ring back the same way you've been treating me lately, you would have put it in an envelope and some little note and sent it to me. You don't want to give up on us any more than I do. I would love to forget about us, but I can't, and it drives me crazy.
Eden, you'll get over it.
No, we won't. No matter how cold you are or how unresponsive you seem, I will never give up on you because I know you. And I know us.
Tonight on 1986 Corporal Harold Webb. They called him a turncoat at the end of the Korean War. Now after 33 years, he wants to come home to America. Also, the Wyatts, a portrait of an American dynasty whose works of art have touched us all. Tonight on 1986...